All right. So in this video, we're going to talk about tier one B2B lead generation industry jobs. So a lot of people in the community, they ask about where to get started, right? How do I get started? And with not a lot of skill set and experience, I highly suggest checking out the industry's entry-level jobs, right? So with the B2B industry, the entry-level jobs don't really require a lot of skills, meaning it's going to be a lot more attention to detail, showing up to the job, learning how to do your reports, learning your online tools, learning to be proficient with technology, like WordPress or software to send out messages, LinkedIn automation softwares, cold email automation software, Facebook software, CRMs, Zapier, all the general basic software tools that's included in running the basics, right? So understanding that, and then being able to implement them, right? And click around and actually uh, perform and use the functions of the tools. Those are the basic skill sets. And then showing up, being able to do your reports, being able to communicate what you've done and understand the initial data that you've processed. Those are the hard skills that you need to learn for that. But again, it's lower level tasks. It could include copying and pasting, right? It could include data mining. It could include managing people's inboxes, just lower level, entry level tasks that don't require a lot of skill. So after that, it's what jobs are available, right? So in our case, because we focus on the lead generation and we've done it on the outbound side of things. These are some of the opportunities that you can get into for the outbound lead generation side. So on LinkedIn, again, you can become a LinkedIn profile manager, managing the inbox, inbound, outbound lead generation, right, for clients. You could do cold email as well. So doing something similar, but on the cold email side of things, or you could do it on Facebook or Instagram, right? So different social media, different channels. The goal is to generate leads via outbound skill sets, right? And technology. So quite specific, but again, having a specific thing that you can offer to a business, that makes it a lot easier to sell, right? And then to perform as well, to set that expectation. Other potential jobs are a data miner, right? So maybe a data researcher, data analytics, understanding data, pulling data, verifying data. And this all ties into the outbound because an element, as part of the successful outbound strategy includes clean, verified, validated data, right? So you could also be a data miner, data analyst, data researcher, and then that could be another job. Another one is a sales setter or an appointment setter, where you could be reminding people that of their appointments, rescheduling people on the phone. It's not as aggressive as the next one, which is the outbound cold caller, but it's still another opportunity or role, right? Supporting a sales executive, for example, following up on their behalf, booking people on their behalf. That's another role. And then you have the final role here, which is a cold caller. So not a lot of people are built to be cold callers, but the ones that do and enjoy it, that's a good position to have as well, because the compensation for that, moving into that, could be a bit more than the rest, right? So on the compensation side, what can you expect? Typically, what we've seen in the market by the time we're shooting this video is between $5 to $15 per hour on these different roles, right? And depending on the volume, the KPIs you're meeting, the targets you're meeting, that number could also go up, especially with these cold callers, appointment setters, maybe with the commission structure. Same thing with the outbound lead generation team. And options of getting paid for that, you have a straight hourly option of getting paid. or you have a performance model where you could be paid depending on how many leads or how many opportunities you drive. Or you could also have a hybrid model where you're paid on your hourly, and then you're also paid a bonus potential when you hit certain KPIs, right? All right, and finally, skill sets. What skills do you need to succeed in this entry-level tier 1 role? So first off, you need persistence, because this is where you will be tested in generating those results, those KPIs, and it's easy to be discouraged, especially in these more outbound roles when people tell you no, you're not getting the right responses. It's easy to just give up, but by having persistence, you're able to push through those challenges and overcome and actually find that there are opportunities, just by doing the daily reps, right? So definitely persistence is key. Second is attention to detail. With this task being highly focused on accuracy, having that attention to detail is a necessity. It's a requirement in this role, right? So the more attention you have to detail and execution, reporting, it's going to help the campaign overall, and it's a good foundational skill set to have moving into the different roles, right? So attention to detail is the second. Third one, adaptability. In this role, a lot of things change, right? So you have to be ready to adapt quick, being able to learn new tools, adapt new systems, perform quick pivots when necessary, and just being able to move on the go, right? As long as you're hitting target, being able to be adaptable to certain approaches to solving the same problem. Again, having that is key. And then the last thing is communications. So this role will require you to communicate your results, your accountability, showing up, and then overall performing your duties, right? So being able to communicate across the board with different teams, with different clients. Again, another foundational skill set in order for you to build upon for improving your roles, right? So that is pretty much it. Let's zoom out here. Let's do a quick recap, right? So for the tier 1 B2B lead generation industry jobs, quick definition here, lower level tasks, their entry-level skill sets. We have a few job opportunities here for the titles, some examples, some compensation structure expectations there, and then the skill sets required. So if you're looking into getting started in the B2B lead gen industry and you don't have as much confidence in your execution, look into these entry-level jobs and check out the community training. This is part of our community training, but check out tier 2. The next videos in the series, we have tier 2, tier 3. And then, yeah, let us know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll chat with you in the community. Anyways, that's it. That's all. Derek checking out. I'll see you guys on the next one.